Hi friends, I am Dr. S.K. Mittal. In this lecture, I am going to cover half-wave rectifier with pure capacitive load. In this lecture, the topics covered will be the circuit diagram half-wave rectifier with the load, output voltage expression of the load, output current expression, and the relevant waveforms. See the circuit diagram. There are two types of circuit diagrams here. Sometimes what happens, the voltage required across load is nearly equal to the AC supply voltage RMS value. Then what we do, the single phase AC here is directly connected to the diode rectifier. In half-wave rectifier, we use a single diode. Now, this is the load connected between the terminals A and B. Sometimes low voltage DC is required, hence a step-down transformer is used. The main supply of single phase is directly connected to primary winding of the transformer, whereas in the secondary winding, which is represented here, diode rectifier is connected. And here at the secondary winding, the supply voltage is represented by Vm sin omega t, where Vm is the maximum value of the supply voltage. This is the rectifier, means diode, and between terminals A and B, capacitive load is connected. So these are the two types of circuit diagram in case of half-wave rectifier. After circuit diagram, we will study the operation of this half-wave rectifier. First of all, suppose positive half supply comes at the input terminal of the rectifier, then what happens here at the supply, the polarities are like this. And if polarities are like this, then suppose here diode is connected, therefore anode terminal of diode is connected to positive, and here is the cathode. Cathode terminal is connected to this negative terminal, and therefore diode comes into forward bias. So now in this case, this diode is forward bias, means when positive half supply is applied, diode is forward bias. And in case of forward bias, this diode is represented by short circuit, because under forward bias, diode offers very low amount of resistance, and therefore it is represented by short circuit. Now, if we want to calculate the load voltage, then first of all, see the supply voltage is represented by V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Since diode under forward bias condition is represented by short circuit, hence voltage across diode becomes 0. If output voltage is expressed by V0, then expression for output voltage we can calculate in following way. So see, we have connected single phase AC supply represented by V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Then this is the supply, and under this situation diode is forward bias and it is represented by short circuit, and the voltage of diode Vd at this time is equal to 0. Then what happens? The supply voltage, if suppose it is V, is equal to voltage across diode plus voltage across load, means V0. Because diode as a rectifier and this capacitor load both are connected in series across this single phase supply, V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Since the voltage across diode becomes 0 during forward bias, therefore V is equal to 0 plus V0, or V0 output voltage is equal to V, and V is supply voltage and it is represented by Vm sin omega t. Therefore, voltage across load V0, which is the voltage across capacitor, which is here as a load, is equal to Vm sin omega t. So now in this way we have calculated the voltage across load, and the expression is represented by V0 is equal to Vm sin omega t. Now expression for load current can be calculated in this heading. Now see, we know that the voltage current relationship for the capacitor is represented by I is equal to C dV by dt. We have calculated earlier that expression for voltage across load V0 is equal to Vm sin omega t. If output current is represented by I0, then from this expression, suppose this expression is represented by 1 and this expression is represented by 2, then load current I0 on the basis of equation number 1 will be I0 is equal to C multiplied by differentiation of voltage, means differentiation of output voltage, and therefore the value of I0 is equal to C multiplied by d by dt of V0, and V0 is Vm sin omega t. So now we have obtained the expression for the output current. If we solve equation number 3, then it will be I0 is equal to C. Under this differentiation, Vm is constant, and now we can write d by dt of sin omega t, and therefore is equal to C into Vm. Now we will differentiate sin omega t with respect to t, then it will be omega cos omega t. So now the expression for I0 output current is equal to omega c into Vm cos omega t. So now this is the final expression for output current. if you want to draw the waveforms, so this is the rectifier input or supply voltage waveform, which is represented by V is equal to Vm sin omega t. We know that the maximum output voltage is obtained at omega t is equal to pi by 2. So this is the first positive maximum value Vm of supply voltage. V is equal to Vm sin omega t. So now this is the standard supply voltage, and this supply voltage according to circuit diagram becomes the rectifier input voltage. Now if we draw the voltage across capacitive load, then we know the voltage across capacitive load V0 is equal to Vm sin omega t. Now from this expression we can draw the waveform. First of all, we will calculate the value of this voltage V0 at different points. First of all, we will calculate at omega t is equal to 0. If omega t is equal to 0 is put in equation number 1, then V0 is equal to Vm sin 0 is equal to 0. Now it indicates that the voltage across capacitor waveform will start from omega t is equal to 0 with output voltage magnitude 0. Now next point we can consider is at omega t is equal to pi by 2. At omega t is equal to pi by 2, what will be the output voltage? So now V0 is equal to, we will put the value of omega t in equation number 1, then V0 at omega t is equal to pi by 2, Vm sin pi by 2, and it is equal to Vm. So now at omega t is equal to pi by 2, the value of output voltage or voltage across capacitor is Vm. So now see, we can draw the voltage across load voltage waveform by considering 2 points given in equations 2 and 3. At omega t is equal to 0, magnitude of output voltage is 0. At the same time, at omega t is equal to pi by 2, this is the point of omega t is equal to pi by 2, and at omega t is equal to pi by 2, what is the voltage? It is Vm. So now at omega t is equal to pi by 2, this point, what is the value? Vm. Now we can draw first of all these 2 points, then it is the output voltage waveform from omega t is equal to 0 to omega t is equal to pi by 2. Now what happens? The value of supply voltage or supply voltage maximum value is equal to Vm. What is the voltage across the capacitor? Now we know the fundamental that the capacitor charges till maximum supply voltage. Since capacitor is getting maximum supply voltage at omega t is equal to pi by 2, and which is Vm. Therefore, for further time, the voltage across capacitor remains Vm. So therefore, after omega t is equal to pi by 2, the maximum voltage across capacitor which is obtained at omega t is equal to pi remains. So this is the expression for voltage across capacitor, and according to this expression, this is the waveform. So now in this waveform, what we have done, from this expression we have calculated first voltage across capacitor at omega t is equal to 0, then at omega t is equal to pi by 2. Now at pi by 2, what we are observing, that the voltage across capacitor is Vm, and Vm is nothing but maximum value of supply voltage. And the fundamental of capacitor says that capacitor charges till its maximum voltage. So now, since maximum voltage supplied to the capacitor is Vm, therefore for further period, voltage across capacitor remains equal to Vm. So this is the voltage across load or voltage across capacitive load. Now, to know the current expression, see, we will go to the expression for current. The expression for current is given here. I0 is equal to omega c Vm cos omega t. So now we can calculate, first of all, I0 is equal to omega c Vm cos omega t. This is the expression for output current. Now, if this is the current flowing through capacitor load, so therefore we will calculate the value of current at different points to draw the waveform. Now, I0 we will calculate first at omega t is equal to 0, so that we will get the starting point, and therefore at this point I0 is equal to omega c Vm cos 0. So it comes omega c Vm, because cos 0 is equal to 1. So now this is the value of current at omega t is equal to 0. Now the next value of current we will calculate at omega t is equal to pi by 2. If we calculate the value of current at omega t is equal to pi by 2, then I0 is equal to omega c Vm cos pi by 2, and cos pi by 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, I0 is equal to omega c Vm multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. So then we have obtained, see, these two currents. This current is obtained at omega t is equal to pi by 2, and this current is equal to 0. At the same time, at omega t is equal to 0, the value of output current is equal to omega c Vm. So see, this is the point of omega t is equal to 0. At omega t is equal to 0, we are getting the maximum current omega c into Vm. Why I am saying maximum current? Because here omega c is multiplied by Vm, which is the maximum value. So therefore, if I consider this point as omega c into Vm. So first current we will get here at value omega c into Vm. Now at omega t is equal to pi by 2, the output current becomes 0. So therefore we will obtain this value of output current. Now after omega t is equal to pi by 2, what is happening? See, from the circuit, what is the maximum value we have given to this rectifier is Vm, and what is the maximum value of voltage obtained at omega t is equal to pi by 2? It is also Vm. So therefore potential difference between the supply and load is 0. So therefore at omega t is equal to pi by 2, due to potential difference between supply and load become 0, and therefore current is also 0. Now after calculating the output current expression and output voltage expression, we can calculate the expression for voltage across diode. So now according to circuit diagram, see here, we have said that output voltage obtained is Vm sin omega t, and the capacitor and the diode both are connected in series. So therefore if capacitor and the rectifier both are connected in series across the supply voltage, therefore we can say that V is equal to Vd, means voltage across diode, plus voltage across load, which is we have represented V0. So now if you want to calculate Vd, then Vd is equal to V minus V0. But what is happening at omega t is equal to pi by 2, the value of output voltage is Vm at omega t is equal to pi by 2. If supply voltage is V, and at omega t is equal to pi by 2, output voltage is Vm at omega t is equal to pi by 2. You can see from the output voltage waveform that at omega t is equal to pi by 2, output voltage is equal to Vm. So therefore Vd is equal to, and the supply voltage V is equal to Vm sin omega t. So therefore in place of V, we will put Vm sin omega t, and the output voltage we will put minus Vm. Why we have calculated the voltage across diode at value of output voltage Vm? Because from omega t is equal to 0 to pi by 2, diode is conducting, and solving this we get the voltage across diode expression. Vd is equal to Vm sin omega t minus 1. So now on the basis of this expression, we can also draw the waveform across the diode. First of all, we will consider the voltage across diode at omega t is equal to pi by 2, or omega t is equal to, we can consider the value from omega t is equal to 0 to omega t is equal to pi by 2, diode is conducting. Diode is conducting. Therefore, voltage across diode we can consider is equal to 0. Now, first of all, we will calculate the value at omega t is equal to pi by 2, because from omega t is equal to 0 to pi by 2, diode is conducting and Vd is equal to 0. So now first value which we will consider at omega t is equal to pi by 2, or we can also consider the value at omega t is equal to pi. At omega t is equal to pi. So now Vd is equal to Vm sine pi minus 1, and therefore the value of Vd is equal to minus Vm. So this is the value at omega t is equal to pi. On the basis of this, we will calculate the voltage and then we will draw the voltage across diode. So now at omega t is equal to pi, we have calculated the voltage across diode. Now voltage across diode at omega t is equal to 3 pi by 2 or 270 degree. So now what is the value of Vd? So Vd is equal to Vm sine 270 degree minus 1. And if we put the value of 270 degree, then it will be minus 1, and therefore Vd multiplied by sine 270 is minus 1, then again minus 1, then Vd is equal to minus 2 Vm. Now again we can consider the point omega t is equal to 2 pi. At omega t is equal to 2 pi, so now Vd is equal to Vm sine 2 pi minus 1. And if you put the value of 2 pi, then Vd is equal to minus Vm, because sine 2 pi is equal to 0. So now these are the values at omega t is equal to pi, 3 pi by 2, and omega t is equal to 2 pi. Now again, to obtain the exact curve, we can consider the next point at omega t is equal to 5 pi by 2, means at 450 degree. What is the value? Vd is equal to Vm sine 450 minus 1, and the value will come is equal to 0. Means at omega t is equal to 450 degree, or omega t is equal to 5 pi by 2, Vd is equal to 0. Now next point we will consider omega t is equal to 3 pi. And if we put 3 pi, then Vd is equal to Vm sine 3 pi minus 1, and after solving you will get minus Vm. Now next point we can consider is omega t is equal to 7 pi by 2, then Vd is equal to Vm sine 7 pi by 2 minus 1, and then the value is minus 2 into Vm. So these are the voltage across diode at different points. Why we have considered the different points? Because due to these different point calculation voltages, we will able to draw the exact waveform of voltage across the diode. So now we see that from omega t is equal to 0 to omega t is equal to pi by 2, diode is conducting. And if diode is conducting, then we can consider the voltage across diode 0. So therefore from omega t is equal to 0 to pi by 2 under the conducting mode, we can consider the voltage across diode 0. Now at omega t is equal to pi, what we have obtained? See here, at omega t is equal to pi, we have obtained minus Vm. So this is the value of omega t is equal to pi, and if I consider this point as minus Vm, then we will obtain this point at omega t is equal to pi. Now at omega t is equal to 3 pi by 2, see what is the value? Minus 2 Vm. So this will be the point 3 pi by 2, and at this point the voltage is minus 2 Vm. Now again at omega t is equal to 2 pi, what is the value? Minus Vm. So this is the point 2 pi, and the voltage across diode is minus Vm. Then at omega t is equal to 5 by 2, what is the value? It is 0. So now at omega t is equal to 5 pi by 2, output voltage is 0. Now at 3 pi, what is the value? Again it becomes minus Vm. This is the point 3 pi, and it is voltage minus Vm, and again at omega t is equal to 7 pi by 2 is minus 2 Vm. So this point will be 7 pi by 2, and here maximum voltage is minus 2 Vm. So now since from omega t is equal to 0 to pi by 2, diode is conducting, we will have 0 voltage. Now from pi by 2, we will obtain this type of waveform which we have calculated in these equations. So in this way, voltage across diode can be drawn. So now this was all about the half-wave rectifier fundamentals with capacitive loads. Thank you.